Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Mercury Retrograde in Aries reading. There's some pretty strong energy, and I always meditate and prepare before and really put myself into this like right before, but I also leaned into it about a week ago and wrote down some notes. And what's interesting is I didn't read the notes yet, and I'm preparing for this, and I'm like, okay, Mercury Retrograde in Aries, there's been a lot of toxicity. There's been a lot of like craziness, tower moments in my life and other people's lives, in communication, where some people are totally shut off from communicating, where other people are more open to communicate. It's like it can be a very tough energy, and there's a lot of shadows. So that's what we're going to explore. But what's interesting is I was feeling the shadows. I was feeling the tough energy, the thick of it, like trying to get through it for the new beginnings. And then I read my notes. So Mercury retrograde in Aries is April 1st to April 25th. And of course, there's a shadow period before and a shadow period after, but it'll go direct on the 25th. Then remember, in the middle of, or in the first week of this, we have a total solar eclipse on April 8th. And there are some major shifts that are going to happen in humanity, major shifts that are going to happen within you, major shifts in communication and things like that. And I wrote down, asshole bitch energy is strong, could be explosive. You have been warned, and kind of like a smiley face after, like, and that's what I felt, that like asshole bitch energy that could be strong in people. So if possible, avoid tough conversations during this time. And if you do need to have a conversation because it's time, because it's like the past comes back sometimes or things are reviewed, make sure your heart is centered and you're not reacting, because then it could be very explosive with the Aries energy. This time period will prompt a journey of self-discovery. Who are you when nobody is looking? And it's really important to tame the impulsive natures and practice patience during this time. So, who are you when nobody's looking? Like, who are you? What are you going through? In my coaching sessions, one-on-one coaching, we're exploring the shadows, because the shadows are like the deepest, richest parts of us that really have a lot of wisdom and a lot of healing. And so I feel like with this Mercury, it's like integrating the shadows and the light together, coming into balance, rising up, right, for this new beginning. Kundalini rising, the energy rising, a rebirth, the Fool, new beginnings with the Aries. So I pre-pulled a shadow card. It's manifestation. So what shadows do we have to look at so that you can manifest your dreams? What could be getting in the way? What is blocking you from realizing your manifestations, or, somebody else? But it is about manifestation during this time. And this is a powerful year to manifest. So that's what this energy is about. So we're going to pull a card from the dark mirror to get started with the shadow energy. And if you want, look where Aries is in your chart, because that's going to tell you a lot about this time. This is a Mercury retrograde that's a big deal. And especially with the total solar eclipse, like that's a really big deal. I'll definitely be doing more readings and channelings on that. So make sure you hit the bell and hit the subscribe, because it's really interesting energy and it's very powerful. Okay, what is the dark that we need to explore, Spirit, right now? So alone in the world, feeling naked and raw and vulnerable and feeling like you're alone. Someone feels like they're alone, like they don't belong. Okay. Alone in the world. And let's get one more. Ooh. Peaceful among thorns. Okay. So we talked about the explosive energy. A Mercury retrograde is always about communication and being careful when you're looking over contracts and things like that, and reviewing kind of what you've learned and go over things. So peaceful among thorns. So finding the peace in the eye of the storm, finding the balance in the eye of the storm. Even the times that you're feeling alone in the world, you're not really alone. Spirit is with you. The angels are with you. Your loved ones are with you. Your ancestors are with you. Source, God, is with you. Always. You are never, ever alone. And what's interesting is the 6 is about reciprocity, peace, balance, like beauty coming in, like feeling good even if you are alone. Realizing that separation is the illusion that the enemy puts fear into us and makes us feel like we're separated from our manifestations, that we're separated from love, that we're separated from connection, but we're not. This is part of our journey of coming back to oneness as a collective, as as a people, as a race. And so finding the peace, this is an 8 energy. So the way that you're going to manifest what you want, even during the most crazy, contrasting times, is to find the peace no matter what, to be the peace no matter what, to balance your energies, to be raw, to be naked, to be honest, to be authentic. That's where you're going to find your power, right? And really find yourself again. So we're going to look at what it says in the book here, just the little message. So alone in the world, the stage is acceptance. In solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. So right now may be a time where you're better off in your own energy. You're better off disconnecting from the world because there's some crazy stuff that's, going on and going back and forth. And so it's like finding peace in your own energy. Waiting is a transition. It has a beginning and it has an end. Waiting is the night. Morning brings the sun of a new day. So it's like, first we got to go through the change. We got to come back to ourselves, find ourselves again, remember who we are, remember that we're not alone, and remember that it's important to trust ourselves, that we don't need outside validation. Going within is the key, right? And finding that peace, meditation, shining your light no matter what. And the morning brings the sun of a new day. So there is new energy happening. There is new beginnings happening right now. That's a really good message for all of us. I feel thankful that I was guided to do it in this way. And then again, the peaceful among thorns is acceptance. So acceptance is a big energy for this Mercury retrograde and for this time period for humanity. Accept yourself just as you are. You're perfect just as you are. Accept others just as they are. Everyone truly is doing the best they can in the energy that they choose to connect with. So you may need to separate from certain people to get the clarity that you want. Find the peace, meditate, heal, get out in nature, spend some time alone, spend some time with spirit, spend some time with your higher self. Reach out to me. We can really dig into this. This is beautiful work and would be the perfect time. So, wow. Okay, so peace is coming and the stage is acceptance. The spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. So when we're talking about material manifestations, how fascinating is that? The spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. It can transmute the shadows. It can give you clarity. It can help you move forward. Beautiful. Coexistence of the material and the spiritual is the human way to enlightenment. So finding the balance between your spiritual self, your higher self, and the physical world. And then you realize you're not alone and it gives you strength. I mean, it's just, wow, what a beautiful combination this is. I want to read a little bit of this because it looks like it's pretty funny and there might be some swear words. So I'm just warning you. We talk too much about spiritual stuff, spiritual that, spiritual this. Not that the spiritual side isn't important, especially in an age where everything seems reduced to materialistic drive. But aren't we going too much to the other side? I have a money problem. Go spiritual. I have a health problem. Go spiritual. I have a love problem. Think of true love and go spiritual. I want to have sex. Go spiritual. If we were truly able to solve problems like this, what is spiritual would have been sold in grocery stores. Sometimes to solve money problems, you need money. And to solve love problems, you need to fuck. Excuse my language. That's what the book says. Strange, but true. Getting spiritual is not what solves our problems. It is what gives depth to our solutions. Ooh, that's beautiful. It makes them meaningful. It takes us from the small to the wide, from the river to the ocean. But sometimes we are not ready to make it our center, and therefore it is perfectly fine that we don't. So it's like accepting yourself in whatever energy you're in. If you're more materialistically focused, that's great because we live in this physical reality, and sometimes it is really important to be focused here. If you're finding that your physical reality is a little out of balance, connect with your spiritual reality, connect with your higher self, ask for assistance, ask for guidance, and then integrate it ground it into your physical world. And maybe perhaps like you've been trying too hard to make it better than it is, and you just have to look at the reality of what's actually happening. Because sometimes we have to do that. It's like, okay, yeah, I can take the high road. Yes, I can think high, but actually I have to really like think about this, because who and what is getting in my way? What thought processes, what belief systems, where do I need to rewire my subconscious? What people in my life are toxic and are taking away from me moving forward and finding my peace? Where are the thorns in my life, within me and outside of me? And really taking a look at that. And it's really important right now. Wow, these are really cool messages. Okay. And, make your highest and best decisions for you when it comes to the interesting messages that came through from that book. So when we're alone in the world, what are we learning about spirit? When we're naked and raw in our truth, what is the viewer learning from? Okay, so the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a new path. And in this deck, it's like this fierceness. It feels like what you're learning is that you're powerful on your own, that you and spirit co-creating together is a powerful force. And you've got everything you need to clear the way. And I feel like this is kind of like really powerful archangel support, Archangel Michael, like the fierce warriors of the angels, like coming through and saying, usually he's Ace of Wands, but this guy's holding swords and like pretty fierce. So it's like paving the way for you to have this new beginning, to have this new start, to this, this Aries energy here, the Ace of Wands. This is the new way. This is the new spark. This is the new path. And this is the new path for you and as a collective. And you're not alone, because a lot of people are working through this. A lot of people are. There's a big energy here, so you're not alone. But if you need to be alone, it's good. You're going to find your power there. Yeah, and when you're alone, you can think about how you want to be recognized in the world, and really putting effort into a high quality of work, whatever that is. Even, being home and taking care of the home and the children and the things, like that is a high quality of work. That's very important work. Or your job, your career, whatever this is. Collaboration is coming on this path. And it's like being recognized for the work you're putting in, coming together with spirit and with, other people in the physical reality to help you move forward on this path. So on this new path, you won't be alone, because you're going to come into contact with one or two other people, because it feels like it could be you and another person and spirit like leading the way, or it could be three people coming together that are meant to come together. So it's you and another person or two other people, and it's something about working together as a team. Maybe you're doing a project at work, or you're getting a job, and it's just something about this. Something is changing in the physical world on this path, and it's like you're kind of looking this way, like, oh, okay, I can feel that change. I'm not alone. Like there's other people like me. There's other people that will believe in me, that will want to, collaborate with me and help me move forward. And I'm going to help them, that kind of feeling. Yeah. Look, the Fool, Aries energy, new beginning, 0 point. So this Mercury retrograde in Aries is bringing you new, fresh energy. It's helping you see where perhaps you've been foolish and other people have been foolish, where you've felt like you were small, where other people made you feel small. Perhaps you made other people feel small, right? We all go through this, okay? It's releasing the judgments. It's forgiveness, yourself and others. It's acceptance of the way things are. And then taking the energy and being a wise fool. So it's almost like this energy, like spirit saying, you would be a fool not to take this offer. You would be a fool not to go down this path. Like, don't be a fool. This is your path of manifestation. This is, everything's happening and could be crashing down and all of this different crazy energy, because it's time for new, fresh energy. The tower has to fall. And with this eclipse energy being in the middle, there's going to be a lot of shifts. There's going to be a lot of clarity, a lot of truth revealed. Some of it's going to be very uncomfortable. And some people in the world, maybe in your life, are going to feel really small, because they're going to realize what they've done. They're going to realize now everybody knows the truth. So it's something about that. It's something about some toxic truth that's coming out. And you might even be realizing it about yourself. But it's okay, because it's just going to make you stronger. Don't be too hard on yourself and others. Just know that you have an opportunity for new, fresh energy, and really take this leap of faith, which is beautiful. And what else? Okay, what's with this peaceful among thorns? What else can we get from that? Interesting. So now, okay, so we got this kind of explosive energy that could happen. But now we're going to talk about the shadows of the people that withhold, that are cold, that are calculated, that keep their feelings to themselves, that are so concerned about standing in their power that they have to have control, that they're being totally silent and kind of dickish. This is the dick energy, okay? You know, the dick bitch energy. I know this has a lot of bad words in it. I'm so sorry, but that's the energy of this. And it's just like an ass. Like, I'm just going to withhold. I'm not going to say anything. But also the other side of this is, okay, so you could be having someone that's withholding. You could feel like you want to withhold. Now, the lighter side of this, the grander side of this is finding the peace among the thorns. So staying silent, setting your healthy boundaries, standing up for what you believe in, and not engaging with stuff that's toxic. So there's two messages to this card. It's withholding, that could be the shadow, but also it's knowing when to speak up and when to be silent and when to just observe, but staying in your power, keeping your balance, keeping your integrity. Okay. So let's get another message on that. Like keeping the peace, because it could be very easy to argue. Keeping the peace. And if someone's withholding from you, it's probably for a good reason, because it could go a way you don't want it to. And then here's the Seven of Swords. Okay, this is so interesting because this is could be shadow energy, sneakiness, manipulation. So that's the energy. There's manipulation, there's mind games, there's sneakiness, there's things coming to the surface, like in the collective, perhaps in your life. But this is also a very positive card. That spirit is leading the way. There's a plan here out of all this chaos. There's a plan here. So keep your peace, stay centered, stay balanced, stand in your truth, know that there's a plan, and follow spirit's plan. So during this time, it's about making decisions within you, not necessarily telling people, not necessarily signing a contract unless you feel really guided during this time. But it's during this time period, you're realizing the truth, you're observing more, you're realizing where maybe you've been a little sneaky and manipulative, and where your ego has been tricking you and keeping you trapped, and it's like this, like you're not really enjoying life, like you don't have the peace, you're not connected to the love. It's like this toxic energy. And so coming out of that and finding the peace and finding the balance, and maybe you're not saying anything until like you feel ready, but there are decisions that need to be made, and I feel like you're making them, someone's making them during this time. Anything else that you want to tell us about this shadow aspect coming to the light? When you go within, things are being revealed. Yeah. Okay, so what spirit wants you to know is there's going to be some action, there's going to be some communication, some travel, some back and forth. It's already happening in the spiritual realms. There's victory and success here. You're being recognized for the work that you're putting in, that you're thinking about it, that you're taking time, that you're going within, that you're, and there's going to be a lot of messages. There's going to be a lot of clarity coming in. It's been happening for me as well. A lot of clarity coming in about your situations and about things. And it's, the past may come up because it's retrograde review. The idea is don't get caught up in the past. Don't stay stuck there. Move forward, but take the wisdom from it. But there's a lot of review. There's a lot of information coming in your dreams from the spiritual realms. But you're moving towards like some kind of communication opening up, victory and success, like some kind of balance. Yeah. And look at the bottom. This is what's coming in. And look what, this is what's been happening. The masculine collective, the masculine in your life, the masculine within you, is mastering their emotional body, but has not been really connected to it, has been completely disconnected. That's what I'm feeling. And working on finding the balance of the head and the heart, maybe being a little silent, figuring things out, rising up, getting the higher mind perspective, and getting ready for communication, like breaking the chains, setting yourself free. They were setting themselves free. And this is like a message of love. This is a message where I've broken the chains, where I'm coming to peace. And as a collective, we are moving towards the love. And the more of us that are in the energy of love and focused on that, the better off we're going to be. Because this is where a lot of people get stuck. This is where a lot of people are right now in the Eight of Swords. That's self-imposed entrapment, self-sabotaging energy, toxic stories that you've been telling yourself or someone's been telling themselves, and it's keeping you stuck and trapped or keeping them stuck and trapped. So this is what is being worked through to break through for the new beginning. Wow. And then right under that is the Two of Cups and the Empress. So this is talking about finding the balance with you and your higher self, with you and your soulmates, with you and the people that you care about, right? For this new cycle. Opening up to this love, opening up to the new cycle. And I feel like someone's been really open to it and the other person hasn't really been, but they're kind of trying to make their way, right? Perhaps someone hasn't been connected to their higher self and they're like, oh, I just really want to do that because I'm ready for the new cycle. There's a new cycle coming. We're going to clean this up and move on to what's like manifesting, like what's coming to light, like what's actually manifesting as we get through these shadows, like during retrograde and then beyond retrograde. So before we move on to the Starman Tarot of the manifestations that are coming, I picked some charms for my charm and I put it in for the feminine and masculine. And these are your messages during retrograde and moving forward into this new energy. And I thought it was a cute way to show you guys messages. So we have this strong is beautiful. So your strength is beautiful, divine feminine. Stand in your power. It's beautiful. Shine that light. And then we have a butterfly for new life. So that signifies like new beginnings coming, new life. You're really opening up. And then this one says wishes do come true. So your wishes are coming true, divine feminines. Do not lose hope on that. Do not lose focus on that. Allow it to be better than you ever imagined. Allow it to come in the way that it's highest and best for you, but it's coming. And then your motto moving forward is I can, I can, I can, I can, I can, right? And that's a good Aries energy. So strong is beautiful. Wishes do come true. Butterfly for brand new life. And I can. So that's the feminine messages. And then for the masculine, we have I choose strength. So with the feminine, it's strong is beautiful. I choose strength. So standing in your power, both the masculine and feminine choosing strength. You are always in my heart. So the masculine is telling you, you are always in my heart, divine feminine, telling the people that they love, you are always in my heart. And then there's a key. So the masculine within you has been being given a key to unlock your heart, to unlock your strength, to unlock your power, right? That's really key. The masculines, it's really important that you open your heart, that you keep your heart open. Do not close your heart off because you will regret it and you will really miss out. So keeping your heart open, you have the key. And then the masculine motto is I will. So it's like your inner feminine is I can. Yes, I can do this. I can take a time out. I can allow myself to heal. I can keep myself peaceful. I can do this. I can focus on what I desire, my manifestations, not what I don't want, not the old stuff, right? And then you take the masculine energy and you step into your power and you take action when you feel guided and you say, I will. I can and I will. Beautiful. And with the Starman Tarot, what's manifesting during this retrograde? So April 1st to April 25th, 2024. What is manifesting during this retrograde? Oh my gosh, holy crap. Okay, what's manifesting is there could be some anxiety. So it's the ending of it because 9 is about ending and healing. So there's healing from anxiety during this time. If you can take the time, I'm here to assist you. This is my area of expertise, okay? Because it could feel like this. Because this is like Mercury retrograde Aries, like holy crap. You know what I feel is that for you or someone that you love is like, and it could be the masculine. I mean, it could be the feminine too, because I've done a lot of purging and realizing, and there's a lot of clarity. You see this clarity coming in from all this anxiety and sleepless nights. But I really feel like the masculine or the person that you're thinking of, whoever this is, it could be you, but just in this like realization that like, oh my God, the stories I've been telling are a lie. The stories I've been telling are not the truth. Like I've been lying to myself and I've been lying to other people. I've been blaming other people for my own crap. I've been blaming others and saying that they're not good enough and they're not giving enough to me, but it's really been me that's been closed off. So someone's been really closed off in their heart space, spending a lot of time, too much time in their head. And so it's the ending of this. And it's, there's a lot of richness and clarity and beauty that can come from this. and like accepting yourself and accepting where you're at, and then just working towards moving forward. So definitely working through anxiety definitely could trigger that. But look at this. What's manifesting during this time is an ending for a new beginning, an ending of something toxic in your family, because this is about family. Could be with your partner, with your children, extended family, like legacy, work, like what you're doing in the world, having it all. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, abundant sign that this is coming, that this balance is coming, that this peace is coming, that this is a golden opportunity to really let go of all the crap and get centered in this abundance. And see how Spirit's like opening the arms to this shift, because it's a big shift. And it's like realizing that we're not alone, that you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to process this alone. Like you're not alone. You are fully supported. And this is like realizing that and coming into this energy of it, of allowing yourself to receive it all, receive the information, what's coming in. I mean, it feels very positive, but let's see what else. Yeah, it's this reviewing the regret. It's like letting the regrets and the things that didn't work out go. It's really important that you let this go, because there's something's been causing you or someone you care about a lot of anxiety. Could have to do with the family, partnership, home, money, career, that type of energy. But it's like regretting. It's definitely the energy I feel. You will regret if you don't take this leap of faith. You will regret, or someone will regret it if they don't take this opportunity and they don't come out of this energy. And so there's like a little portal opening, right? And there's this giant portal here that's open to get out of it. So it's like a little bit of progress. Be proud of yourself. Celebrate every win. Spirit's coming in with lightning. Do you see the lightning in this card? With lightning to fill your cup with spiritual fire. And then you have this other cup over here. It's like the hand coming up. Someone's drowning. Someone's drowning in the regrets and the resentments and their own sorrows and their own crap. That's what I feel. Someone is drowning. They're reaching up to take a cup. And what Spirit wants you to do is take this cup of fire to get you charged up, to help you rise up for this rebirth and fill your own cup. It's really important that you do this. So there's two cups standing. It's two cups. So you see, but it's someone is wallowing deeply in regrets and anxiety but I feel what's happening is coming to this realization, like it's like I've been blaming all these other people, but it's really me. I have power over this. I'm the one that's drowning and I want help. So when you ask for help, you'll receive it. Someone's asking for help. So if someone reaches out to you for help, or if you need help, reach out. You're going to get the help that you need to come out of this. And sometimes you need to talk to people. You need to do some stuff. Reach out, please. I can help you. But see, then look, Aries, Sun, masculine energy, healing, enlightenment, positivity, abundance, happiness, joy, fertility, growth. I mean, whoa. And what's fascinating about this is, like, celebrate every win. You're making progress. This person is making progress. The masculine is making progress. It's like this little opening here. And see, look how it's like, oh, I got there's this like a little self, like your higher self. And then you go even further to this portal and like where you're free. And this is your connection to source, to everything, to all that is, to the source of everything, to the sun. That's what's going to get you there, is the healing. Allowing yourself to be healed, to be enlightened. This is manifestation in a positive way. But when you stay in the old energy and you keep stuck in it and you keep telling yourself a toxic story or whatever, it's hard. It's like time to break through. It's really time to break through. It's really important, because in order to manifest this and your way out of this to this, you've got to focus on this and that, not on this and that. You see? It could be very fast, just a shift in your focus. It doesn't have to take a long time. You don't have to dwell in it. You really don't. You really don't. You can move forward quickly. Yeah. See, everything's coming together during this time. Okay. Be patient. Everything's coming together. Everything's working itself out. Things are happening behind the scenes. So this is about that beginning message during this time. Practice patience. Focus on the good. Focus on the positivity. because it is all coming together. And sometimes things need to be worked out behind the scenes. So, in order to find the oneness with all, you have to find the oneness within and the oneness with the people you love. And that's the point. And then everything comes together. Anything else? Yeah. Wow. You got the Fool in the other deck of the shadows coming to light. No longer being a foolish fool, now you're a wise fool. And look at all that amazing spiritual power for this new beginning, this 0 point, taking a leap of faith. This is Aries energy. So the Aries energy is very powerful and very strong, but you can get trapped. You can get trapped by shiny things. You can get trapped by the illusions. You can get trapped by the negative, fear-based, lower vibrational, toxic energy. Don't get trapped there. This is your world. It's lighting the fire within, taking a leap of faith, and really going forward in a new light. See the energy of the sun? You see how the energy of the sun is like lighting up this manifestation, lighting up this energy, lighting up and lighting up. But this is what needs to go. Wow. Okay, then after retrograde, April 25th on, what's working to manifest then, like through the summer? We'll say like April 25th through the summer, like what's happening then in this? Look at that. Health being restored, enjoying things, free from the ghosts of the past, like really looking up to the light. You've got some really beautiful dragon energy in this card, which is so cool because it's the year of the dragon. And it's like golden opportunities with the bunny. It's very abundant time. It's a very prosperous time. So like during this review time, during the retrograde time, it's important to look at these things, to not be afraid of it, to really dive into what you could let go of and transform and heal, because that's what this is all about, like into the light. My Aries is in Jupiter and Chiron, the wounded healer. So my life and my Aries, like in my chart, is about healing, and it's about taking power back, and it's about expansion and growth and manifesting. So it's like finding Aries in your chart might be interesting for you to see where it is. But there's some kind of independence and freedom. And look at this. Victory and success. We got that in the 6 of Wands. You're moving towards victory. You're overcoming the shadows. You're setting healthy boundaries. You're being recognized for the work you're putting in, for the amazing person that you are. You're very much supported. And the grabby hands, right? The negative fear-based energy isn't going to affect you anymore because you see the light. You're doing the work and you're staying in your power. I mean, there is some victory coming on your path. And look at this. Victory over the battle, victory over the ego battle within yourself, someone's battle within themselves, and the battle with others. There's no more battle. Look at it. It's like golden opportunity, like the hand, like coming in. There's nobody holding these swords except for spirit helping you fight this last battle. Whatever this last battle that's being fought, it's like the ending of this regret and the anxiety and the toxic stories, being all up in the head, negativity, blaming others and not taking ownership. So this is taking ownership, changing things, taking your power back. Someone is taking their power back and ending the frickin' toxic cycle and finding victory over it. Wow. But it's intense. It's been intense, but it's like one last push. And oh, I love it. Look. One last push and you're free. Do you see this? The Ace of Cups. One last push and you're free. Push through it. Push through the fear. Push through the insecurity. Push through the shame. Push through the guilt. Push through the illusions. They're just illusions. And set yourself free. You're breaking free. New beginnings. Love of a lifetime. Filling your cup. New DNA activation. See the Mercury with the duality, like blending it all. The Kundalini rising I felt. Here it is. It's really important to fill your cup. Do you see the message that I got from this 5 of Cups is that you're reaching out for help. Someone's drowning, taking the cup from spirit. Here's your fire. Here's your epiphany. Here's your lightning to help you overcome this, to help you get strong. And then you fill your cup. Well, here you go. That's how you're going to fight this battle. That's how you're going to do it, is you're going to do it with love. You're going to detoxify. You're going to purify. You're going to open up to these new beginnings. You're going to love yourself enough to do this. And then this could be love of a lifetime coming in, a rebirth in your current connection. But this is like setting yourself free. Finally, there's freedom. It's like this, oh God, it's such a relief from all of that toxic energy. Oh my gosh, yes, look. And then Archangel Michael definitely coming through and saying, yes, this is a rebirth time. The butterfly, the new beginnings, the Fool. This is rising up out of the ashes, clear communication, epiphany, a new beginning, a new way, a new path. I mean, but it's powerful. Look. So that's what's manifesting after. And it's important to, review some things during, because then you're prepared for this brand new beginning, this new fresh energy. And look at that. This is all about taking your power back. This is all about getting over those toxic thoughts and the toxic energy around you, the wisdom from the owl, the queen of frickin' swords. It's been bloody. It can be bloody because this sword can cut very deeply. This ace of swords can cut either way. So it's choosing the love. It's choosing to open your heart and find the balance here. To be wise when you communicate. And sometimes it might be best to not communicate at all and just be the peace. But there is a major shift and there is some kind of incredible communication coming in. And it's like, wow, but it took a little work to get here. And Spirit recognizes that. So what's advice right now then for the viewer? But there is some powerful fucking shifts. Excuse my language. I don't know why I swear words. Sometimes I do swear. So yeah, look. Ace of Wands. This is like a lot of good stuff happening at once. A lot of communication. Things really taking off. After this retrograde, they're going to take off. And there's going to be like this path where we already got the Ace of Wands in the other deck. The sun spirit is lighting it up and you're just on fire and you have a lot of support. There's a lot of different things, but you're just on fire. You're on fire, like manifesting, moving forward, communicating. Any other advice? So stay focused on your spiritual growth. Stay focused on communicating in a high vibrational way, communicating with spirit, with your higher self, because that's going to help right now. Yeah, that's going to help because look at this. It's really important to end the toxic cycle. It's really important to let the old self, the old way, the toxicity die. It's so important. That's what's happening right now. That's why people are acting strange and they might be disconnecting, or some people are trying to communicate more. It's because it is time for us to take our power back. It's time for us to let go of the old ways and just take the wisdom forward. So this is confirming that this toxicity is ending for this Ace of Swords, this new beginning. And then you have the Seven of Cups. And I really like the Seven of Cups because this means that you're making a decision, that somebody's making a decision. I want new life. I don't want the old way. I don't want to get stuck in fantasy land. I don't want to get stuck in romanticizing and just being in like a weird energy that I'm not ever making decisions. Like it's like closing your eyes and making the decision for new life, for the brand new start. So decisions, that's important to like go within to know what your decision is. Because once things end, there is an opportunity for new beginnings, but you don't want to do it in the old way, right? There's this new energy opening. And so the advice would be go within, trust your intuition, reach out to someone of higher mind to help guide you. There's wisdom and information coming in your dreams when you meditate with the high priestess energy. Your psychic gifts, your intuitive gifts are growing. Trust that. Be in your divine feminine energy right now to receive, to find the peace and the balance. There's something that's been out of balance in the material world, within you, in like giving and receiving with someone. There's been some kind of imbalance. It's like the feminine is like strong. I'm allowing myself to receive and I'm also giving, like I feel, because like on the ground. Masculine is still trying to find their bearings and get this. And you see how the dragon, like the bigger dragon is around the masculine. There's this little dragon like protecting. So the year of the dragon is really important right now. That's pretty incredible. That's coming out. So it's like peace and reciprocity, some kind of money, some kind of shift, somebody's going to give to the relationship, to the connection more than they were. It's going to be more equal give and take. And if you're single, or if you're kind of feeling like from the shadow energy that you're alone and you're wanting more like soulmate friendships and just better people in your life partnership, you're manifesting that where it's equal give and take, where there's balance, where you can give more. So there's some kind of shift in that energy, and trust your intuition here. And we're just gonna have a little fun to end this with the music cards to see what musical talents and masters are with you and what messages they have. And then I encourage you to go look up a song from these people, to go look up the lyrics of a song you're drawn to, because there's some messages there. That's what's going to be messages in the music to round out this Mercury retrograde in Aries. So what are the highest and best messages? So we have Joni Mitchell, and I'm not familiar with all these people. So Joni Mitchell kind of makes me feel like with the peacock feathers, like shining your light, strutting your stuff, clarity coming in, new life with the butterfly. Learn to write in your own blood. Some things need confessing. Others are better left unsaid. Never lose sight of the miraculous. Wow. That is so cool for Mercury retrograde. Thank you, Joni Mitchell. We honor you. Learn to write in your own blood. Learn to listen to your own self. Learn to listen to your own wisdom. And that this life is all about you. And this is about you taking your power back. Some things need confessing. So some things are worth talking about, but others are better left unsaid, especially during this time. And never lose sight of the miraculous. Never lose sight of the magic. Never lose sight of the magic within you, and it's all around you. That's beautiful. And then we have Edith Piaf on the air. Never regret rain. Live with every fiber of your being. Weaponize your flaws. Oh my gosh, what perfect messages. Okay, you're on the air. What do you have to say? What are your flaws? Because your flaws are beautiful. Your flaws can teach you things. And what you may think is your flaw is not a flaw at all. Who told you that? Right? Start asking yourself this. Who told me that this is wrong or this is a flaw? Nothing is wrong with you. No, you're not flawed at all. You're perfect. Live with every fiber of your being. Live with every part of you. Integrate every part of you. The shadows, the beauty, the seductive energy, the sexuality, the passion, right? And never regret your reign. Never regret what you say. Never regret it. Never regret what was said. Wow. So something was said that someone might feel regret from, but don't regret it because you were speaking your truth. It's important to speak your truth during this time in a high vibrational way, or don't say anything at all until you feel guided, until this period is over, until the craziness is kind of shifted. Okay, we're going to try this another way. Jimi Hendrix. Only losers stay in tune with low vibrations. That's what I'm hearing. Only losers stay in tune with what everyone else is doing. If you live in a room full of mirrors, all you will see is yourself. So if you live in a room, if you're keeping yourself hidden, all you will see is yourself. And also that makes me feel like what Jimi Hendrix is saying is that everyone is a mirror to you. Every other person in your life is a mirror to you. What are they teaching you? What are they showing you about yourself? Technology is a tool, but it will never set you free. So don't be reliant on social media. Don't be reliant on just technology alone. Trust yourself. There's peace coming with those beautiful birds and voodoo child. Like, letting go of all the negativity and the fear-based energy and the dark magic, right? And like protecting yourself, setting yourself free, and realizing that technology is a tool, but it won't ever set you free. Go within and write things down from your heart, because it says learn to write in your own blood. So writing things down, journaling, maybe you're writing music, you're writing poetry, you're writing a book, but write from your, like, not from like perhaps from Chat GPT, that can help give you an outline, but write from your heart, because that will never set you free. But when you're connected to your truth, to your intuition, that's going to set you free. Woo, okay, we got 3 more and then we'll end this. How fun. These are just too much fun. We have Bob Dylan's energy coming through. Nostalgia is for 2-time losers. Wow, this is so interesting for retrograde. Nostalgia is for 2-time losers. So the longer you stay in the past, the longer that you go back there, the longer that you stay there, it's like not going to help you. Don't mistake that mansion on the hill for paradise. Don't mistake material possessions for paradise. Don't mistake that for paradise here. Darkness may be falling, but we're not there yet. So darkness is there, but there is more light. Okay? There is more light. Wow, that's beautiful. This is a longer message. I hope you're enjoying this. And then we have James Brown. Yes, some good energy coming through. Yeah, happy vibe. Oh my gosh, just joyous vibe coming through from James Brown. Thank you. Knock them dead and then leave. Show them your stuff and then let them come to you. Don't quit moving until it's paycheck time. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep following through with what you have started, right? Keep doing the work. It's going to pay off. When you're ready to get on up, it's time to get on down. I love it. And then we have Bruce Springsteen. Hello. There will always be magic even on the darkest night. So saying even in the darkest moments, there's always magic. Don't give up on the miraculous. May your mistakes, like your sins, be your own. They're your own things to learn from, that you don't need to project them on anyone else, and you don't need to take anyone else's stuff on for you. Follow the river, but keep your eyes on the sea. And I feel like a beginning message said something like moving from the river, or I don't know, or I read that recently, like starting small, like the small opening, right? But you're in the river, go with the flow, but keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Keep your eyes on the manifestation, the grander vision. Keep your eyes on the sea. I'm sending you all so much love.